New Yorkers battle Kathy Hochul in a fight for our flag, and our special guest, Alex Portelli. This is The Loaded Mic, and I'm Dan Wash. Left-wing violence has no place in our society, and as long as we give them the space to exercise their hatred, we'll continue to be subjected to their violence. Now, disagreements are one thing, but let me ask you the question, why would we allow people who want to kill us to live among us? What possible benefit could there be? Well, maybe the benefit of us not having to step up, be brave, and reject them from our lives. So if you're not brave enough to reject the violent radical left from your life, at least admit it. Instead of continuing to pretend that we can all just get along without them changing. How do we rebuild our society with or without the radical left? Do we resort to all-out aggression towards each other, or is there a way the hatred in the hearts of the political left can be changed without subjecting them to vengeance or completely shutting them out of American society? Well, Charlie Kirk's killer had obviously gone over to the dark side, knowing that there are people who live among us right now who celebrate Charlie's death is a much scarier thought. So I don't know about you, but I don't want them in my life. Maybe God will forgive them, but I'm having a hard time doing that. So all that being said, you'd think that the governors, regardless of party, would at least recognize Charlie Kirk's death, and 9/11 for that matter, by lowering the flag per President Trump's directive. Well, apparently the originally appointed governor of New York, Kathy Hochul, decided to defy the president and leave the flag up. Luckily, a fine New York citizen named Alex Portelli lowered the flag. But there's much more to the story. So we'll let Alex tell it. But before we bring him on, I want to play this video for you.
Assassination. I'm back here. We're back here lowering this flag for the third time in honor of Charlie Kirk because last week, the seditious governor of New York State, Kathy Hochul, defied President Trump's orders to lower all flags in New York State to half-staff in honor of his assassination. We did it 2 days in a row. And the cowardly Antifa and leftist extremists threatened to kill us and kill me on this video, the previous two videos, when we did. So we're back here again. Now we're here with fellow patriot and Republican and mayoral candidate for the capital of New York State, the city of Albany, Rocco Pezzullo. And he's here to make sure he's going to personally lower this flag in honor of Charlie Kirk, and no Antifa is going to stop him. So that's it. Let's do it. We're here a third time here, lowering this flag to half-staff in honor of Charlie Kirk. Rest in peace. No leftists stopping us.
Okay, so I just have to say that, living in New York is a little bit difficult because we have to deal with these left-wingers. But I am very proud that there's some of us who will actually stand up and do the right thing. And ladies and gentlemen, meet Alex Portelli.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
You're welcome, man. You are welcome. So I saw the video I must have saw it on Facebook, I think. Yep. Yeah. And I'm like, man, first of all, I was still shocked that Hochul did that. It's like,
yeah, absolutely.
Raise lower the flag.
Yeah. Well, anything to defy Trump or whatever Trump does, they're going to go the opposite no matter what that is, it seems. Obviously.
They're just rotten.
Delusional.
They're delusional.
It's delusional.
So before we get into the Antifa stuff, because I didn't know, this is new to me. I didn't know Antifa was there now, giving you a hard time too.
Well, they haven't come in physically in person while we're there. They're a bit too cowardly to do that, but they're commenting. They're on the comments, and they really, I don't know if you read some of the comments from them.
No, I didn't get a chance.
I had actually posted them, but they're right on the first video and picture. threatening to kill us, threatening to do to us what they did to Charlie, and outrageous, not hiding their profiles or identity or anything.
Oh my God.
But the more they did that, it's like, okay, you're going to threaten me not to lower this flag. Well, I'm going to go back and I'm going to lower it again.
Yeah.
And
well, I want to get into that too. I want to ask you, there are two things that I want to discuss with this. We can talk about the Antifa portion, but then I think what you probably should hit first is walk us through the entire thing, because there was like 3 or 4 times now, right? That you had to lower.
Go ahead. And still going, not stopping.
Right from the beginning. Bring everybody from the beginning of this thing.
Well, obviously, like everybody on the right, at least, or anybody decent-minded, I was very disgusted over what happened last week. Totally disgusted, and not so much even with the murder of Charlie Kirk, so much as the reaction.
Oh man, we've been talking about it on the show like crazy. Yeah,
that really struck a chord. And to be honest, I never really paid attention. I'm very conservative, but I actually never really paid attention to Charlie Kirk too much. You know, of course, obviously I knew who he was, but I'd never watched his videos, or maybe he's more appealed to younger folks more. So, but after that, really woke something up in me. Really disgusted with the way people justified it. So I said, how are we supposed to even have debates with these people if they think they can just shoot us? I mean, what do you want?
Exactly. Right. How do we even?
How do you talk to people like that? Delusional. So so first I spent 2 or 3 days really just disgusted with everything, like most decent people, and then even more disgusted when I saw that Governor Hochul wouldn't lower the flags to half staff.
So how did you learn about that? How did you learn that she wouldn't do it?
I read on the news. I read on the news. It was only New York and New Jersey. Everywhere else, every other state, California even, they lowered flags to half staff. But New Jersey and New York didn't issue the order to do so. So, crazy.
Unbelievable. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you read about it, and you're right in Albany or near Albany anyway, right? So you read about it, and
it struck me. I said, well, if she's not going to lower it, what's stopping me from going down there and lowering it?
It's our flag.
Exactly. So, so I got some friends who will stay anonymous. They want to stay anonymous, and we went down. And first we were going to do the flag at actually City Hall, the city of Albany. But the problem is that after the BLM riots, the city of Albany actually removed their flag. So they don't even have a flag in front of City Hall anymore.
City Hall in Albany doesn't even have an American flag.
No, they have no more American flag.
Do they have any flags?
They have plants.
What a bunch of stupid.
Yeah. Actually, it's like the indoor plants from Home Depot, house plants, all planted in that where it used to be. So I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen in winter. Idiocracy. But anyway, so we said, okay, well, what do we do? And then we went up, and and that's the only flag down there left. And we said, okay, well, here it is. It's right across the street from the Capitol. And we went up and we lowered it, and I made the video. I said, let's see, these guys we'll show everybody we're down here. And we did a video and a photo, and it went viral.
Okay, so that was the first time.
Yep, and then the reaction was incredible. It's still getting lots of views, lots of shares, over 150,000 people.
So is the reaction mostly positive for you?
Oh, 90%. Yeah, anybody can go on there and see, and easily 90% of reactions were positive. But in the beginning, maybe because, tempers were still really high with people, we had some, maybe 10% were very negative. It started to spread around. Yeah. And how peaceful the left is, so we started to get these threats. So they started to, and you can read some of the comments, but they said, you better not touch that flag again, or and somebody would ask, oh, what'll happen? And somebody said the same thing that happened to Charlie, and somebody else said watch your neck. And another person commented, like, oh, come up to, a part of Albany, a street, like come up to First Street and Judson Ave, and you'll get it in the neck or whatever. And we're getting all these threats. And I said, okay, well, if they're going to threaten to kill me for lowering this flag to half staff, I'm going to go back and lower it to half staff again.
Yeah, you might as well. They're going to kill you anyway, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to be intimidated. So, so then the next day we went back. And we lowered it again.
And then?
And, and it got even more traction. So even tens of thousands of people saw that, and it's very inspirational to people. It gives people, it's a nonviolent way to defy
these people.
But yet they're
these
still getting
extremists.
angry.
And
Because
they-
you're trying to honor Charlie Kirk
Mm-hmm.
as per President Trump's directive, right?
Exactly.
He kind of put the message out.
Yep.
Not only that, but it's 9/11.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they wouldn't even lower it for 9/11. These people are...
This is Albany, New York,
Yeah.
Democrats, which is a Democrat supermajority
Yeah.
in the legislature, right?
Yeah, well, now, it's actually changed a lot.
Okay.
Amazingly, in the past, it's always been, Albany has always been, do you mean for the state or for the city?
The state.
Oh, the whole state. Now maybe the legislature may well be a supermajority.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you may be right in that now.
I have a friend, Jim Tedisco.
Oh, yeah, Jim
who
has
is-
been great.
yep.
He's been around decades
He's a great guy.
in the fight, yeah.
And he just he doesn't stop fighting.
Yeah, it's tough, but,
Well, he tells me, he says it's these people are
it's Looney
Yeah.
Tunes. It's like a loony bin. Oh, the idea. There was a few months ago, there was a woman from Manhattan, a Democratic assemblywoman, probably has never stepped foot upstate in her life, and she wanted to pass a bill to ban farms from having more than 500 cows. Because you could look her up, because she...
Is this the methane?
Yes, the methane. and just think, and this lady is represents the Lower East Side. There's no cows with it, there's no farms with over 500 cows within 100 miles of her.
It's just adhering to the stupid left-wing nonsense.
It's crazy.
You grew up in Albany. What are your thoughts on some of
The
this?
city's ever seen a cow?
Yeah.
They don't even know where food comes from.
No,
Refrigerator.
Comes from the grocery store, right?
It came from the grocery store.
crazy, delusional.
Where'd that burger come from?
I think
Hannaford.
I really think they do it as almost just like a humiliation tactic, because they can't be serious. They can't really think. Maybe they do think
That's a good question. We try to understand the left wing psychology on the show all the time, and there's no real understanding it. They're either crazy, or completely brainwashed, or they actually believe this stuff.
Yeah, they might. Well, I'll give you another interesting statistic. Albany has more shootings than ever.
Yeah.
And and New York State has more gun laws than it's ever had in its entire history.
We talk about that. Wherever there's more gun laws and less good people are able to carry a gun concealed, there's more crime.
Yeah. And the shootings are out of control in Albany. I think last year over 100 people were shot. And when I heard the statistics, I said, how did 100 people find each other to shoot each other in that city? There's nobody left.
Yeah. And the thing is that they'll use that. The gun grabbers will use that to say, well, we need more gun laws. We already got you've exhausted every gun law. There are no more to implement.
No, not at all. And the only people in the city of Albany are with guns are criminals now. And they 3D print guns. They're making their own guns in there.
There's no stopping it. It's like Ted Nugent said to Pierce Morgan. He said, if you try, Pierce, he said, you try to go get all the guns and I'll try to ban water.
Right.
You can't do
literally.
it. So in reality, what we need to do is we need to let everybody exercise their Second Amendment right and be able to protect themselves. Because once the bad guys know that Alex and Anthony and Dan are armed, they might think twice about an armed society is a polite society.
Absolutely.
And that was a saying by Robert Heinlein, I think his name was. Yeah.
You go to New Hampshire or Vermont, and those are living testaments to that.
Yeah. Well, Vermont is the original constitutional carry state. They've never had a permit.
They have Bernie.
But they got burned.
That's their only.
Okay, so let me get to a sponsor real quick, and then we're going to go past day number 2. We're going to go to number 3. So you want to know who's fighting for your gun rights? Gun Owners of America. GOA is the no compromise gun rights group, so I urge you to become a member at gunowners.org. What have they done? Well, GOA secured a preliminary injunction against the ATF pistol brace rule. GOA members submitted a record 85,000 plus comments opposing the ATF's universal registration check rule. They helped enact permitless carry in Nebraska and Florida. GOA secured victories in California, Illinois, New Mexico, New York, Oregon, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. Plus, they won 2 legal victories against the ATF's zero-tolerance policy, and GOA fought to overturn Joe Biden's ban on funding hunter education, shooting sports, and archery in schools. So with the constant attacks on our Second Amendment, we often ask ourselves, well, what can I do about it? Well, this is what you can do. You can become a member at gunowners.org and help us save the Second Amendment. So we're here with Alex Portelli, and we're talking about his flag battle with Anthony's girl, Kathy Hochul.
Rat-face Hochul.
Rat-face Hochul. And so now we're in this timeline here, and you've gone now and you've lowered it for the second time.
Yep. So we finished,
then what happened?
Yeah, so we finished that, and the threats started to dissipate. I think they started to come to the realization, oh, geez, maybe we shouldn't make terroristic threats over the internet using our real profiles, Facebook profiles.
Now, who are you talking about?
The left-wing
Okay,
nut jobs and all these people. So that was good. But we said, okay, well, we did this twice, and we had local Democrats were commenting and sending messages and saying, what is this going on? And they're tagging Kathy Sheehan, the mayor of Albany. They're tagging the sheriff. They're tagging all
That's
the
your
liberals.
other girl, Sheehan, right?
The other
Larry Bird.
The other Kathy. And they're tagging them all, saying, arrest these people. What are they doing? Don't, stop touching that flag, lowering it. If you lower that flag again, you'll get arrested. So I said, okay, well, they're threatening to kill me. They're threatening to arrest me. Well, I'm going to go
all
back.
to prevent acknowledging Charlie Kirk's death.
Right.
Didn't they lower it for George Floyd?
Probably.
Yeah, most likely.
They probably, who knows what they did.
Everything.
Anyway, sorry.
And so, okay, so then the next day I went, and the other person that was with me the previous times was getting cold feet. And but I speak to all sorts of different local political fellas down there, and I spoke to Rocco, and I said, Rocco, why don't you come with me and come do this? And he saw the videos. He said, okay, I'll do it. I'll be honored to do so.
So briefly, tell us who Rocco is.
He's running for mayor of Albany. I mean, it's, somebody's got to do it. He's a good guy, local guy. He's kind of keeps his head down. Good. So
we'll try to support Rocco if he's anything to get those Democrats out.
Oh, absolutely. So I said, it's good for your campaign. So he came out, and we went up there, and the third time, and he's a big guy. Nobody's messing with him. And we did the video, and then he went over, and he lowered it a third time, and nobody came out. There was still the leftists, the cowards. They kept saying on the internet, we're going to be out there. We're going to stop you from lowering it, and they didn't do anything.
Why?
It's crazy.
Why? Well, it's like I don't.
They want to silence everything. They want to silence you from debating. They want to silence you from.
Well, they're getting a harsh reality right now.
Yeah, I hope they need.
Things are turning around.
Yeah.
You want to say something?
Well, they had that. Remember when the Proud Boys were in Albany?
Yeah, they were here. They were in Boston Spa too.
Yeah, they were down in Albany. There was a fight broke out, and one of them got stabbed.
A Proud Boy got stabbed?
Yeah, and one of the idiots that stabbed him is in prison now. But everybody advocates for him. Oh, he shouldn't be there. He's defending himself. No, you went there to start trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally violent people.
Well, the left-wingers have gotten away with it for so long, and now they're finding out that they're not going to be getting away with it. Real Americans have decided that we've had enough.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and I think, and you're a great example of doing it. I just commend you. I'm proud. I
appreciate it.
Yeah, I think.
Well, I'm not done yet. I mean, they did threaten again. They said, well, they beefed up security there, and they beefed up security.
They beefed up to secure the rope.
Yes,
so
literally.
so nobody can touch the rope now.
Right. Well, they do like rounds, but we're not done. And and then of course, the Democrats, some local Democrat, I won't say names, but you can see them on comments, and they said, you do that again, you're going to get arrested. So, we'll call their bluff because we can't be afraid of these people.
Yeah.
We can't be afraid to speak our opinions. We can't be afraid to exercise nonviolent protests. And we can't be afraid to commemorate our compatriots that they murder.
Well, these Albany Democrats are going to be in for a rude awakening when Elise Stefanik takes over that governorship.
That's right. I'd like to get her down to do a flag lowering with me. So working on that would be very nice.
Well, we're definitely going to make sure Elise is aware of this.
I appreciate it.
Because what these Democrats in Albany are doing is going to torpedo Kathy Hochul's campaign.
Oh, absolutely.
You don't. How do you run for governor after threatening someone for lowering the flag The American flag. Kathy Hochul, how do you do this in your mind? How do you make this make sense? You got an American citizen, New Yorker, wanting to lower the flag in tribute to Charlie Kirk, and Kathy Hochul, the sitting governor, threatens you with arrest for doing it. How does this work for Kathy Hochul's reelection? I can't.
She does have stupid liberals voting for her.
Oh my God! This is the left wing insanity, just gone off the freaking rails.
Absolutely, it's true. No, they silence everything, everything and everybody. You know, and if you're gonna try to speak up and challenge them, I mean, I guess you got to watch out. They might shoot you. They'll all sorts of things. You know, they justify it. But we can't be afraid. That's the big thing. We can't be afraid. We gotta get out there and inspire people.
You inspired me when I saw it. I was totally impressed. I'm so proud to know you that you did that. Let me get to one of our sponsors real quick. We're going to pick up this here in a second. This device, the Cali key, removes your AR from the definition of so-called assault weapon. Did you know that when these so-called assault weapon ban lists are created, they exclude manually operated bolt-action firearms. So just by dropping this Cali key right over my shoulder into your direct impingement AR in place of your semi-automatic BCG, you will have a bolt-action rifle that falls outside the definition of assault weapon. So you don't need to do anything else. So give the Cali key a look, because with it, you could retain all your rifle's features, avoid registration complications, revive your black rifle sales if you're an FFL, regain the ability to do private party transfers, legally transport across hostile jurisdictions, hunt with your AR in areas like Pennsylvania, enhance long-range precision and quiet or suppressed shooting. Cali Key has state-specific expert opinions on its website and supports grassroots Second Amendment organizations with its sales. Cali Key's mission is to empower customers and claw back our civil liberties. So go to CaliKey.com and use the discount code LOADED. CaliKey.com, discount code LOADED. All right. Danny, how much time we got in this segment? All right, so we got another 10 minutes. I want you to finish your story, and then we'll go to break, and we're going to get into some more stuff. So where are we now? Are we at the third?
Yep, after the third time.
Third time you've lowered it.
Yep,
okay.
So we lowered it the third time, and no opposition there, luckily. But we were still receiving threats. And then after that, that's when we received some credible messages. From somebody actually from the building there had said that they left a comment and said that they're watching and you'll get arrested. I don't care, so we're not done. I'm not done.
Arrested for what? What's the actual thing they would arrest you for?
Right, that would be a great question. I would love to see what they're gonna. That's why I said I'm not done. We're not done with this battle, but I would love to see what they would be crazy enough to try to arrest me for.
And how would that work in the benefit of the Democrats?
Nothing at all. I think it would be.
It would blacken their eye.
Yeah,
it would give them a black eye
for them.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So it's just shocking. So we're, but unfortunately, my buddies kind of. It was enough for them. They tapped out, but we're not done, so we'll be going back there.
Do you have other supporters to help you?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. And so I won't say when, but we're going to lower that flag again. So
I love the defiance.
Yeah.
It's so American.
I appreciate it.
That is so American.
You should ask Hochul to come and arrest you herself.
Yeah, wouldn't it be great if she came out?
Oh, it'd be hilarious.
With the cops.
Yes.
Put you in cuffs. Now, I'm not saying it would be great. I would
not
want to see that.
I think it'd be great. I think it'd be funny.
I wouldn't want to see that happen to you, but on one hand, I think it would completely kill her chances of re-election.
Oh, absolutely. No, it would be disastrous for her.
Well, they could really charge him with trespassing, but it's public property.
Right. It would look so bad, though. The optics would be awful.
Yeah, it would definitely look bad. Oh my god!
But they're stupid
You should
enough
call
to
the
do
police
it.
on yourself.
I actually thought,
bro, I'm lowering the flag. Come and get me.
Yeah, we're going here. We're here.
I'm here.
Yeah,
6 o'clock.
I guess you're gonna have to arrest me then. No, we're just telling you, just get out of here. No, I'm sorry, you gotta arrest me, I suppose.
Oh man.
Oh man.
It is really just insanity.
No, they're totally delusional. Yeah, they have it pretty secure, but we could still lower it. But yeah, they've got security now. We've noticed they're doing rounds, and today there were some people there and kind of hanging out watching.
But it's like in a public area.
Yeah, it's public technically. It's kind of, I don't know if it's on state property or public. It really borders there, but like I said, we're not done. We're going to get it.
Now, how long did President Trump request that all the governors do this?
I think it was till Sunday. I think it was until this last Sunday. Yeah. But of course, Charlie Kirk, his funeral is this Sunday now.
Yeah.
And
well, this show's we're not gonna air now. People are gonna see this like a week late. Okay, our interview here.
Okay. So yeah, it was until Sunday, I believe.
Okay. Yeah. The Sunday right after Charlie Kirk's death.
But at this point, it's just the principle of the matter of
of course,
trying to, and especially trying to intimidate.
Yeah.
With these threats of violence, just they can't use violence to just throw violent threats out at everybody that they disagree with.
Yeah.
Over everything. It's just not the way that we can have a civilized society.
Well, it was the way they operated, but they're finding out. They're going to find out really quick that we're not going to let them do that.
No, we won't be afraid anymore.
No, and not only that, we're going to start being a little more aggressive and kicking them out of society.
Absolutely.
Which is what happened to Jimmy Kimmel.
Yep.
Stuff like this. People are not tolerating it anymore from these radical leftists. No. They got away with it because they had leverage on their side. They had the presidency, they had the House, they had the Senate, they had a lot of these Democrat-run cities like Albany, and they got away with it. Well, there's a new sheriff in town.
That's right.
And plus, real Americans, us conservatives, Republicans, real Americans have had enough.
Absolutely. And I think even the moderate and independent Americans that have always kind of stood straight in the middle, more and more, they keep moving to the right because it's just they get pushed out from the left.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, you know what? I want to get into the Antifa stuff, and then there's some other stuff we want to talk to you. Kind of off the topic, but there's some other fun stuff that we can talk about. So let's go to break right now, and we'll be right back after this.
The Cali Key removes your AR from the definition of an assault weapon. It lets you keep your rifle with all its features, avoid registration hassles, and transport in hostile jurisdictions. The Cali Key also lets you hunt in jurisdictions like Pennsylvania and enhances long-range precision shooting. Cali Key's expert legal opinions empower informed decisions, and sales help grassroots Second Amendment organizations. Cali Key is your tool to keep and equip your AR, empower yourself, and defend your civil rights.
Our founding fathers saw them coming over 200 years away. That's why they wrote the Second Amendment. Join us in the fight to preserve your gun rights and stop unconstitutional gun control. Gun Owners of America is the country's only no-compromise gun rights organization. Not only do we inform and educate, but we bring the fight to court and win. Your God-given right to keep and bear arms is our top priority. Become a member today and help us take back America. Join us at gunowners.org.
So imagine waking up every day believing injustice is happening everywhere, then having those thoughts be reinforced in every app you open and everyone you talk to. Imagine being in that left-wing brainwashed bubble. Well, there's a reason left-wing media does this to people who can't think for themselves. They want violence. So here's a clip from MSNBC of radical leftist Jasmine Crockett and her guest literally calling for liberals to pick up a weapon and go to war against Republicans. Check this out.
But this is a war. This isn't a battle. And we absolutely will win this war.
It is a war. It is indeed a war. And I have to say, they have won some battles, Jasmine, but we have to keep our eye on the war, and everybody needs to pick up a weapon and get involved, because this is for the safety and lasting of the country.
Can you believe
Jesus Christ?
I can't believe she said that.
I can't
pick up a weapon and get involved. Scary.
Yeah.
These people.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where I live.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so give me your thoughts, guys. Go ahead, Anthony.
Idiots.
Yeah, it speaks
Now,
for
if I
itself.
said some...
Well, she
I
just
said
lost
that,
her seat,
forget it.
I think, right? She got redistricted.
Oh, Crockett?
Yeah.
Well, who
so
was that
goodbye
other?
her.
Who was the weave monster there?
Who even knows?
Who was? I don't even know who that
Probably
was.
fired her for something stupid eventually. These anchors don't last long before saying something too stupid that even MSNBC's got to drop them.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, but they're literally calling for...
Yeah, pick up the weapon.
Yeah.
Jasmine's just a hallway hood rat.
But you know what we were talking about on last week's show? they won't be the ones to pick up weapons
No,
and
of
go.
course not.
They want to encourage
The crazy people.
stupid, crazy
Yeah.
people to do it.
Yep. That's it.
Which brings me to the Antifa clowns, these ridiculous people in Quifa. You said that there were some there. Now I noticed in the video there was a guy with a mask on. Was that?
Oh yeah,
was he-
no, we had no. There was no Antifa. They actually never came down there, but they would threaten us, but only online. No, when we go there, we go. I would go with a few friends. So you know, the people I grew up with. It's not like we're pushovers. There's no Antifa getting near us.
I don't think. You know, it's funny watching them. They were so violent for so long. It was since 2020, since all the riots, the left wing summer of love. Freaking joke. And they got really emboldened.
Yep.
They were really thought that they could do whatever the hell they want. But every once in a while, you'd see a video of some conservative just beating the hell out of them. And they're like rag dolls, and they'd get their ass beat. And, you know, you think hopefully those people would learn, but I don't know.
I've never met a tough leftist.
Right. I think sometimes they try to act tough, but I don't think they
in reality, no.
They're kind of limited in the area of testosterone anyway. So
absolutely.
They eat too much.
Dildos and anal beads aren't going to help you.
Oh God, tofu. You know, like
Too much soy.
Too much soy. Well, there's estrogen in soy, isn't there?
Yeah, that's it.
Pants are
And,
too
you know,
tight.
and then all these the hormone pills and medication they're on now.
Yeah,
Setting them off. That can't be good.
it's got a twister.
Imagine being a dude with woman hormones. That's got to be awful.
God,
Can't even deal with a woman on her period. Imagine a man.
imagine being.
Imagine men on their
having
period.
period problems.
That's the problem now.
It really is amazing because, you know,
What's wrong, Mikey?
go back to. You don't even have to go back to World War II. Go back to. Well, Vietnam era, you started seeing these hippies getting all freaking weird. But so go back to World War II, and I mean the men were much different than they are now. I mean, now we're raising. I don't even know what these beta males are.
Yep.
And hey, listen, I don't want to. You know, some guys are middle of the road. Some guys are really masculine, and some guys are very beta. And most of the liberals are just really weak.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
It makes you worried for your country, you know, and we have rivals in the world like China, you know, training 300 million men to you know, be commandos or whatever, and we can't even handle, our men just can't handle anything.
What do we have to offer? A bunch of trannies?
Right,
I mean,
they can't tie their shoes on their own. It's scary.
Can't even make a sandwich.
Yeah.
Mom, I need a sandwich.
Mom, give me
I'm arguing down here.
a hot pocket. I need my hot pocket.
I'm really on a roll with this guy.
Yeah, it's not promising.
So
Let's walking vaginas.
bunch of walking vaginas.
Yeah, it's a major national security issue.
It is. It really is. I mean, we
really is.
joke. It's it's funny, but
major national security.
it really is. Like, what if there was
What if we went to war?
what if there was a draft?
Right. We have to
What
go
are
to
these
war.
clowns gonna do?
Nothing. They'll run away.
We're in trouble.
We're in trouble.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Okay, so let's wrap up your flag story. What's the end result here?
Well, it's not over yet. We're gonna go back this weekend or this week, and we're gonna lower it again. We'll do what we can. We'll keep doing that to make our statement and show them that we're not going to be afraid of them, and that's it. And we'll go from there, I guess. But you know, it's we can't tolerate. We cannot be a society where we tolerate people threatening us, threatening people's lives to get their way politically. Or using violence to get their way politically. We have to stand up to it.
Good. I'm so supportive of you. I think you're doing a fantastic thing, and I think that even just this little thing that you're doing here, which is not little, it's very significant what you're doing. I think it's sending a message to the Dems in Albany, and people to realize this, but it's Albany that controls New York State. So Albany basically has leverage over New York City, believe it or not, because the governor is there and they have the legislature and everything. So although that's another thing we could talk about too, we could talk about Kami Mandami, who's coming into New York City now,
geez.
and
Hochul.
Kathy Hochul supporting him, and he's
not
like,
supporting her.
like,
I ain't
Joke's on
supporting you.
her.
but I think, Alex, I think you're making a significant move with this. I appreciate it, and I'm sure millions of people appreciate what you're doing.
The support's been great.
And we're going to try to spread the word. And because these Democrats in Albany and Chicago and Detroit and L.A. and wherever, any other blue city, they need to start understanding that we've had enough. Yep. It's over. Your little game, your little power game, your little leverage that you had is done. Biden's gone. You don't have the House. You don't have the Senate. You got nothing. All you got is a bunch of drug-addled, twisted, transgender people, and you got these crazy leftists running around acting like complete idiots, killing people. You got violence. You got all sorts of nonsense on your side, and real Americans have had enough.
That's right.
Had enough.
Yep.
So, we got some other stuff to talk about. I want to get to one more sponsor real quick. LifeWave is a non-transdermal patch that allows your body to produce its own natural pharmacy through light energy. So the X39 patch tells your body to emit heat in the form of light, which reflects back into your body, elevating a certain copper peptide. Now, this peptide activates your stem cells, which are the only type that can move throughout your body to heal inflammation. LifeWave offers an affordable membership and has a history of wellness that spans over 20 years. It's been around since 2004. To help organizations like SEAL Team 6 and the Olympic swim team stay awake and alert. Today, these non-addictive patches are used by thousands of athletes and military professionals. LifeWave is available in over 80 countries, giving millions the opportunity of maximum wellness. So for more information, testimonials, patents, and studies, go to naturalpatchlife.com. Okay, I want to get to a couple things here while we have Alex on the show. This story here is from New York, our friends over at New York Post. GOP lawmakers urge the removal of the judge who gave I hope I pronounce her name right. Irina Zarutsky's suspected killer cashless bail. So this is the judge. And Republican lawmakers are pushing to have the North Carolina judge who released the violent criminal accused of fatally stabbing Ukrainian refugee Irina Zarutsky removed from the bench. 10 GOP U.S. House members from North Carolina have signed a letter insisting on formal proceedings to remove Magistrate Judge Teresa Stokes for her reckless decision to release DeCarlos Brown Jr. on cashless bail. There is the scoundrel on the left of your screen.
Look at her. She looks like a dirtbag just like him.
She let this guy, after what he had, I think he had like 12 felony, was it 12 felonies?
Well, 16.
Crazy.
16
Yep.
convictions. And this a-hole, this complete piece of garbage, let him out again. And then he kills this beautiful girl. And this is the crap that we have to live with. This is the stuff that Democrats are doing. What do you guys comment on this?
Yeah, that's what happens when you vote Democrat. This is the thing. These are the things that you get, and you see it in every city now. That's Democrat controlled. It's the latest brainless idea that they've come up with for some reason. Is that we shouldn't put dangerous people in jail pending trials.
It's like
no matter how many times they get arrested.
They don't have compassion for good people.
No.
They have compassion for maniacs.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wonder if she'd have him over for dinner.
Yeah. Well, isn't it great?
Babysit her kids.
Well, it's also funny when these leftists.
Yeah, welcome to one of my convicted murderers.
He might
watch you tonight.
He might kill you in your sleep, but
you'll be fine. You won't feel a thing. You and Dad are going out.
Yeah.
But then I love it when these leftists are, they're interviewed and some guy will ask them, do you support, us taking care of these illegal migrants, taking them in and supporting them and taking care of them? Oh, yes, definitely. Okay, and then the bus pulls up and all these fake migrants get out.
Coming in?
Come on in. You're going to let them into your house? Oh, no, not my house.
Oh.
Not my house.
What
and
she said.
I know. We have. So let's go. There's another shot here of this Stokes profile. So she is, as it turns out, Teresa Stokes is the current director of operations at Second Chance Services. What do you think that means? Second Chance Services.
He has
16 chances.
Yeah.
16 chances.
Change that.
Yeah.
16 Chance Services.
She doesn't know how to spell 16. 16 is not too big of a
Yeah,
word.
too long.
Reading it.
And she's also a current magistrate judge in the state of North Carolina. What?
Which is surprising.
Yeah, what the hell
scoundrel.
happened in North Carolina?
Yeah, I don't know. Wow. But they got to get rid of this scoundrel. She's awful. How could you?
Where's she going to work? McDonald's?
I wouldn't even hire her there.
Hey, I'm Teresa. I
Hey.
used to be a judge, but you want 10 pieces for some barbecue sauce?
What a freaking scoundrel.
How does she sleep at night knowing that one of her...
Oh, she probably sleeps great.
Yeah, I don't think they care.
Unreal.
Yeah.
I really don't think they care. I think their mission, these leftist mission, is to create a victim-predator society. They want the criminals to be able to do whatever the hell they want, and they want good people to be unarmed and defenseless. So we have to run to the government for protection. They want as many people on welfare as possible, so we have to rely on the government.
Yep.
And that's the way they get votes. Absolutely. Well, you're going to vote for us, right? We're Democrats. You're going to vote for us because, of course, we'll keep your welfare going and we'll keep all your stuff going. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, it's textbook. You know, it's textbook. You see it in every lots of socialist countries, you know, and communist countries, and that's power. You know, it's a Soviet Union. You controlled people. You know, everybody relied on it for a little something.
Yeah.
So how do you resist something like that?
Yeah. And they know it. They know they
Yep.
got that leverage over people, and they'll keep them voting for that crap. That's why I never understood, you know, until I realized the leverage, because there's a power dynamic there where they can really control what you do in your voting.
They
and
control
stuff.
your housing if you're on public housing.
Yeah.
They control your food if you have EBT.
Well, even travel to a certain
Yes.
extent.
Yep, they totally control everything you need. You know, it makes you. That's what they want. They want the populace dependent on the government.
Well, everyone's still talking about Charlie Kirk, and the idea that people would celebrate his assassination really, I couldn't believe the first one that I saw. I couldn't believe it was happening. I'm like, this has got to be just a one-off, one crazy person, and then. As the days went by, you just realize that there's a lot of crazy leftists out there who.
Sick people.
So there's this girl, Cameron Giselle Booker. She was an 18-year-old former Texas Tech University student who was arrested on 3 counts of assault and expelled after being caught on video making disturbing comments at a vigil for conservative activist Charlie Kirk. I don't think he was a conservative activist as much as he was more of a religious, Christian spokesperson. He was actually a voice of our time, I really think. Anyway, she was charged with assault following the incident. Now, we have a clip here, so let's play this clip. If you haven't seen it already, here's this maniac, lunatic.
Evil is real, people, and it kind of looks like that.
I'm
Evil.
gonna activate her down.
Evil. Murder is bad. She is evil. Have not said. Why are you being so hateful?
Why are you so hateful? Why are you so hateful? Yeah.
Hey, can somebody tell her to back up?
Can you
please?
not
She's
put the camera in my face?
I'm sitting here. You walked up to me.
Okay, well,
I don't want this. I said rest in peace. Just leave it alone. Please don't come after me. I want to be left alone.
I'm not emotional, ma'am. Don't tell me what I am and what I'm not. You can get out of my face because I can tell you what you are, but you won't like it.
You're being aggressive. You're being aggressive.
I'm not being aggressive. My voice is
You are
very
being
calm. You're calling me
aggressive.
aggressive because I'm a black woman.
There it is.
There it
I'm
is.
very
Is she being
calm right now.
aggressive?
You bring racism? I'm out.
Through the car out there.
Why are you?
Come on now.
Like racist?
That's what it is, right?
I just don't want. I don't want.
There we go. There you go.
Get used to it.
But so I made some notes on this because I was watching that video and she said a lot of things. So There's something so obnoxious about these leftists, and it's that arrogant attitude. Yep. It's like that attitude, like they're righteous, and you know, I don't understand. And then when the guy says she's being aggressive, she says, "I'm not being aggressive. My voice is very calm." But she wasn't calm. She was acting like a complete idiot, lunatic, dancing around like a fool, celebrating the death of a good man. Then when she realizes she's being called out for acting like an animal, she pulls out the race card. I mean, you guys saw that coming. It was just like, you knew it was the next thing to happen.
That's why just people don't care anymore. Oh, here it is.
There it is. And she says she's being called aggressive because she's a black woman. Well, first of all, she's not a woman. She's an obnoxious child. Libs are starting to realize that their race baiting isn't working anymore, and they're going to have to stand on their own merit. And they don't have any. They don't have any merit anymore.
Nothing.
So there's some good news when it comes to this awful human being, Cameron Giselle Booker. She ended up paying for her actions. I think we have another photo. There she is. There's your girl, Anthony. There she is. But because this is the knuckle sandwich segment, I think she still needs a knuckle sandwich.
Knuckle sandwich.
Oh, yeah. So we can talk about.
She's going to get an education.
She's
16 chances.
Yeah, she's got 16 chances. She'll be back.
I promise I'll come back.
She will, though. She'll be back.
Oh, she'll be
doing
back.
some nonsense. Just obnoxious. What are your guys' thoughts on Giselle Booker? What was her name? Let me just get her. Cameron Giselle Booker.
Yeah, disgusting, but expected in the society we're in, unfortunately. It's these people, the liberals, they're just getting more emotional. You know, that's the difference between liberals and conservatives. Liberals are very emotional, more so than ever. You know, conservatives are more, it's cognitive and rational thinking, and that's why you have these liberals keep getting arrested for crazy things. You know, and they don't think about the consequences after. You know, and just think about it. There's a bunch of liberals sitting in prison for firebombing Tesla dealerships 6 months ago, you know, and I bet you they're going to be thinking about that the next 25 years, regretting it. But they should have thought about it.
Can you imagine? Let's go there for a minute. So you get this crazy idea because you've been brainwashed by the political left. You're going to go burn down Tesla buildings or cars or whatever. Now the world has completely forgotten about you, right?
Yep.
And now there you are,
sitting in prison for decades.
And you have to, I don't care how brainwashed you are, at a certain point you have to start reflecting, going,
wow.
Oh, what did I do?
Yeah. Was it really?
25. Well, I'm going to be 50 when I get out. This sucks.
Yeah. Everybody forgot about you. They're on to the next thing.
This sucks.
Yeah.
Freaking Elon. Yeah. It's his fault.
But nobody, even on the political left, gives a rat's ass about these
sacrificing people. Them. They're just sacrificial lambs. It's crazy.
They're laughing at him. That's stupid, Bobby.
Stupid. Yeah, literally.
He's going to prison for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But that's what I mean. There's a brainwashing that's happening there. Something is really convincing them that this is the righteous thing to do.
The battle of good versus evil.
Yeah.
Well, I saw somebody said once, or just said after this Charlie Kirk thing, the difference between the left and the right. The right believes that we're in a fight of right versus wrong. So when when you think somebody's wrong, you want to correct them. But the left feels that they're in a battle of the oppressed versus the oppressor. So when somebody is oppressing you, what do you want to do? You want to kill them. And and that's like their mentality, that they're fighting an evil oppressor or fascist. That's why they throw these words fascist out all the time, and it's a righteous battle.
Threat to democracy,
right? And it's not. It's 50% of the population. Half the country doesn't think. Even more so than that, doesn't think the same way as you. You have to be able to tolerate other opinions. You can't just kill everyone.
Another thing is when they lose the argument. Like when you're in an argument with someone, I've been there too, where you get frustrated and you can't maybe find your way out of this argument. You can't win the debate. You start to get angry, and that's when your face turns red and you start to. But rational people will go, all right, okay, you got me, or whatever.
Yep.
Or you find a way out of the conversation, and you. But they get themselves to a point where they get beyond that pretty easily, and they get violent.
Yeah.
then they start hitting you.
Yeah.
And these aren't the people that should be going around hitting other people.
No. Because we've seen what happens, especially this week. They always get wrecked. Every single one got wrecked.
But their anger overtakes their rationality.
Yes.
And they end up getting their ass beat.
Or worse. They're lucky if they get just their ass beat.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just it's just hysterical. And they're never going to, I don't think they're going to learn. I think they're learning now. They're starting to see a different shift.
Yeah.
So we talk about, before we run out of time, I want to get to this one last story. And this is really crazy. And Anthony, you didn't even know. We're going to already have this on the show. We were talking about this earlier. Every once in a while, there are people who have no control of their own emotions. And we call this segment... In this particular clip, it may not be as much a lack of control that this woman that we're going to show you has over her emotions, but rather it appears more like a demon possession. You remember The Exorcist? Well, check this out.
She grew up.
We're going to push it. We're going to see how far we can push it. I was not kidding when I said, if you were gonna get the job done, there were two better candidates. And furthermore, when that happens, and it will, it will.
She's sick or
not
what?
only will we be insensitive, that'll be the least of your worries.
Scary, isn't it?
Yeah, don't show up at my house.
But it's gonna be the biggest celebration, the biggest, most beautiful celebration on planet Earth. On planet Earth right now. The entire planet is going to celebrate when he takes the turn.
Of course, she's talking about Trump.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if it's the fluoride in the water or what, but there's a serious mental health crisis going on with these people.
I was
Imagine being related to that thing.
Well, God, but I mean, here's the thing.
She might just talk like that all the time.
That looks like...
Seems like, how do you hang out with her?
I'll have a coffee.
Shut up, Karen.
Yeah.
Don't laugh again.
I have never really been the most religious person, but I was raised Christian, and I do have a sense of good and evil.
She's wild. She's out
If
there.
there is such, if somebody can be possessed by the devil,
She is.
that's it.
Yes.
I don't, and maybe she's just, I don't know. I'm at a loss for words for her, because I think that if there is evil, she's it. And that, how can you have such hatred?
Yeah, there's no changing their mind. I think that's what you're not going to change somebody's mind like that. You know, just they need an insane asylum.
Well, she goes by Buffy Best on TikTok, and she's made her account private, probably because of the backlash she got from that video. But this type of person should be in a mental institution, and we should be having national conversations about mental health, and how we're going to keep society safe from these maniacs.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I mean, she's probably not that big and strong, but can you imagine being in a coffee shop with her and she loses her mind? She's got a freaking knife in her hand or something. I mean, come on.
Yeah, she's probably fun at parties.
Oh. So I don't know. So guys, what do we do about, how do we move forward? What do we do with these people? How do we continue on? Because the talk after Charlie Kirk's assassination was, are we going to unite with these maniacs? Are we going to go into civil war? What the hell what's going to happen?
Can't unite with them.
You can't.
No, they need to come to that realization on their own that if they care about this country and they want to start being realistic about our living in this society, you're going to have to tolerate other opinions, and these people are going to have to come to that, because you just saw that. You're not talking to that thing.
How are you going to negotiate with
how do you
her?
negotiate with that?
Unbelievable. Danny, can we get that laugh from her one more time before we close out the show? Just as a little reminder of what we're dealing with on the political left. Oh, my God.
I got it down.
But it's going to be the biggest celebration.
Oh,
the biggest,
all
most
right.
beautiful celebration on planet Earth. On planet Earth. Right
Okay,
now.
shut up, lady. We heard you.
Entire planet.
Lunatic.
Like she bit into a stick of butter.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Well,
Karen.
all right. So, Alex, what's next on your list of patriotic activities?
Well, we're not done with the Capitol. We're not over with this. We're going to go back and we're going to lower it again, and we're going to start doing vigils down there.
Oh, good.
Hopefully, and
Okay.
And continue this conversation and show the left that we won't be intimidated.
Excellent. Good. Well, we support you here at the Loaded Mic, and I'll share everything, all your stuff, and we'll try to make this national news.
Great.
Because I think it deserves it. I think
Thank you.
you're pointing out something that needs to be pointed out. Kathy Hochul is no good for this state. She's no good for. I wouldn't want her as dog catcher, tell you the truth. No, really. I mean, she's so.
Even our dogs don't like her.
And it's not the thing, and I don't even hate her. It's just she's so anti-American, anti-Constitution, and she does not look out for the best interest of New Yorkers.
She's bought and paid for. That's all.
Probably.
That's all she is.
All right. Well, Alex. Thanks. Where can people find you?
Right now, you just follow my Facebook. That's best, I guess.
Okay, and it's Alex
Portelli.
Alex
One and the
Portelli.
only.
Okay. And thanks for watching the show on Rumble, YouTube, and our new network, Spreely.com. Go to Spreely.com and check that out. Also, you can find us on just about every podcast platform. And my name's Dan Wass. Second Amendment is not a privilege. It's your right.